What exactly is the 4-way test? The 4-way test is more than just a set of rules meant to be followed. It's an ethical guide for Rotarians to use while making decisions in their everyday lives. And while it may seem like any other ho-hum philosophy that dominates yet another human rights effort, the idealisms of the 4-way test have proven incredibly successful and have been translated into more than 100 languages. With the help of thousands of Rotary International groups from around the world, the idealisms of the 4-way test has helped improve and build strong relationships with a wide array of individuals, and will play a huge role in your decision making.
4 guidelines set the basis for Rotarians. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? We will examine each of these guidelines to determine how each of these impact decision making.
Is it the truth? It may seem confusing, but the question's goal is simply to examine if the decision you're making is true to whatever purpose you're pursuing. At times, it can be all too easy to be blinded from reality and only see and believe what we want to believe. But making decisions that are based on your own perfect idealisms can be detrimental and may lead to discouraging results. To avoid this potential pitfall, an individual must carefully examine if their actions are truthful to what they want and/or who they are.
Is it fair to all concerned? There are too many examples of people with power that make extremely biased decisions. When making these decisions, it is important to think about its impacts on more than just yourself. A decision as simple as choosing to stay up late to finish homework has a shocking impact on those around you. While you may look at staying up late as reasonable, especially to finish homework, those living with you can find it extremely frustrating that you are disturbing their sleep. Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Especially when pursuing ambitious goals, it can be easy to forget about the people who helped you get there. You could become blinded by your own desires, leading to irritability, hostility, and ignorance towards your peers. The third aspect of the 4-way test is designed to promote decisions that will play a large role in developing strong work and personal relationships.
Will it be beneficial to all concerned? In many respects, this is the hardest principle of the 4-way test. When reaching decisions, it's important to think about the distribution of benefits. Sometimes, when decisions are made, select individuals reap the rewards of others' hard work, and the workers receive little to no benefit. An example of such a decision would be a charitable organization that withholds money that was intended to go to charity. This decision would hurt not only the workers of this charity, but also those who were anticipating the donation. To ensure that such a situation doesn't arise, the final guiding principle of the 4 is centered on ensuring all participants are benefiting. But what use is knowing the principles of the 4-way test without actually applying them? Let's look at a real-life example of a decision that employed the 4-way test. Ever since joining the Winston Churchill High School Interact group, we've become increasingly aware of global affairs that we could assist with that we were previously blind to. After realizing there were so many opportunities to assist in these global affairs, we were plagued with the decision of deciding which we would partake in. In addition to finding something interesting, we had to find an event that worked with a demanding high school student schedule. Before we made this decision, however, we used the 4-way test to see if volunteering for a fundraiser would be the best decision. Do we honestly want to fundraise? We had to carefully think about our motives for doing a fundraiser. If the only reason for pursuing fundraising was societal pressures or peer pressure, our decision would not be the truth. We realized that the reason that we wanted to participate in a fundraiser was not to simply satisfy a social norm or succumbing to the large majority of individuals in Interact. We had a genuine interest in helping the less fortunate. After coming to the realization that our fundraising was a decision that we made by ourselves, we passed the first part of the 4-way test.
Is fundraising fair to everybody participating? This part of the test was easy. While fundraising takes a huge amount of time and effort to organize, the work is split more or less evenly between those who are participating in the fundraiser. Splitting up the work made it fair to everybody who decided to participate, which made it easy to pass the second part of the test. Will fundraising create better relationships? Although fundraising may be for the purpose of helping the less fortunate, there is no law against personal benefits from a fundraiser. Oftentimes, fundraising requires large time commitments from various individuals to perform tasks such as collecting donations. During these long tasks, we would be able to meet with numerous like-minded individuals that we would likely to develop long-standing relationships with.
Will everyone benefit from our fundraising? Obviously, fundraising is beneficial to those who are receiving what we have collected, but because fundraising builds strong relationships with like-minded individuals, the volunteers also benefit. As a result, everyone that is involved in the fundraiser will benefit from fundraising. With the help of the 4-way test, we were able to decide that we would participate in the school food drive, which has already given back tremendously in the form of unforgettable memories, creation of relationships, and a sense of accomplishment. I sincerely hope that everybody watching begins or continues to employ the 4-way test.
What will your next decision be?